Today is clearly not the 11th day of Christmas. Apologies I missed yesterday, guys. Genuinely I am. I had a fucking nightmare with Uphold, but you're not here to listen to me grumble about Uphold. So let's get into today's review of XNA. So straight off the bat, obviously it's not even a penny. It's its price, its market cap's at 42 million. Good news on the face of it, 47% out circulating supply. Always like to see that. There's their usual jargon on the website, but this extract explained it in simple terms. The Internet of Things, known as IoT, refers to the multitude of physical devices worldwide that connect to the Internet, collecting and sharing data. This technology seamlessly blends the physical and digital worlds, making everyday objects smarter and our lives more efficient. This can be done by means of equipment purchase for a special purpose, or created by means of easily accessible microcontrollers, such as whatever number that is, and that word, microcontrollers. When coupled with blockchain technology, the transparency, security and efficiency of these IoT devices are enhanced, paving the way for a future where data exchange is seamless, reliable and secure. Now, this, I think, this image here gives you an idea that how big this potentially could be. So the Internet of Things can be used in so many different areas of our lives. So straight away it was like, okay, this has got massive potential. They do explain it more thoroughly here, but you've got all these different factors that contribute to what they've done, and what they've done is they've also built their own blockchain, because not another one was deemed by them to be sufficient. They're currently also using Ravencoin as well, but these are the advantages. So decentralization, transparency, security and efficiency. So that gives you a little bit of an idea into what this project's all about. By all means, you can have a look through this in your own time, but I thought it was important that you grasped what they're actually looking to achieve here. So in summary, they're using collectively blockchain, AI and their Internet of Things to enable to do this basically, platform to enable harnessing the power of these algorithms for efficient data analytics, predictive modeling, decision making and connectivity to Internet of Things devices using blockchain assets. So it's where the world's going, isn't it? And if they pull this off, this would be absolutely huge. What I did do though, like I said, is a bit of a deep dive. So I started looking through all these. I'll just give you a flavour. So, at least there's transactions happening. It's not like it's a scam. I think I saw one trying to claim that. I don't buy that at all. And there's all sorts here. They've got coin movements, got that burn coins, or there doesn't seem that many. There's evidence of transactions happening, so that was good. But I did find this, and this is apparently in the markets, and there's nothing here. What extent, I don't know, but yeah, there's no information there. On the other hand, chain statistics, then there's evidence, whatever the hell this lot means. Obviously stuff going on, so that would appear to be promising. Now those not new to the channel will know that I like to check out vesting periods via an external site. Unfortunately for this particular coin, I couldn't find any on my go-to one. I did try others, and again from tokenomics there was nothing here. There was, however, at least this on their website, but I'm not going to dwell on this because I found a better version on their Twitter. Not that one. Here we go. So due to its halving system, it's reached almost half of its mined coins at this time, and they're basically referring to the graph, and obviously due to miners lower selling pressure, this can go lower. With the method, we expect more stability in the future and a reward for those miners who have decided to support the chain with their power in the first months of its life. Goes on to explain what will happen when all coins are mined. So it's based on its own utility with the Internet of Things ecosystem and its various uses. When you want to make sure of an IoT device, it will be necessary to burn coins and they will be out of circulation, allowing the missing part to be mined again. For the use of AI, the same thing will happen, and for any use of assets there will also be a coin burning. Okay, all makes sense. This method will allow in the future the balance between coin generation to ensure the protection of the network, along with non-inflationary balance of coins in circulation. So obviously non-inflationary is better than inflationary due to the price. It can also be used for other such uses such as NFT store, tokens for everyone, small contracts to execute actions, real world assets. And then they've obviously got this here, and you can see, I've then learned from this actually that they're also partnered with Flux Lab. So I had a look at Flux Labs and about them, living and loving diversity and social responsibility, based in our labs in these locations, stands for transparent and authentic communication, customized solutions, dynamics, all this good stuff, because we love what we do. So you can see how this can work with the picture that I showed you before, and I can see why they've partnered. And you can see when they notified people on December the 6th, so only last week, that this was, the crowd or the community are loving it. Obviously very, very excited. So yeah, it seems to be received well, that news. Naturally, as customary on this channel, I did want to have a look at their white paper. So I click this, there's no white paper. Okay, not a great start. I did some searching, and then the best that I could find was this from a few months ago, but this is all it was. So I was like, okay, what a disappointment this is so far, because I'm excited about the project. Delved a bit deeper, and at least I did find this on their Twitter. So they explain that we currently have a delay with the white paper due to new hire to help us, and the AI section that will be more ambitious than initially planned. They're also, with the rebrand, got that going on, but also I thought this is quite important to be privy to, is this bit. The USDT part is fully covered and the XNA part is yet to be covered. So in total about 60 million coins would be needed, and depending on the price of the token it could be less. In this case the coins would be used for another future listing. So here the good news is the objective was 60 million obviously there, so that's that, but the USDT, this confirms it fully covered. So progress is still going on here, and I thought you guys should be aware of it. I'm not saying for a second they can't cover it, but equally, as you'll appreciate it, as I'm looking at this, I've got to let you guys be aware of this. That said, they are clearly moving forward. Their Twitter page is a great source of information, to be fair. You can see how they're trying to push forward with the branding side of it. So yeah, it does look an exciting project to me. And just before I go to the price part of the video, I just wanted to come back to this. Actually, I think I missed it before, just to give you an idea on their distribution, because again it wasn't on the site. So year one 57%, and if they're at 45 now, they would appear to be on course for that. And then year two 70. So we're looking, the takeaway here is circa 80% out in circulation. That's the takeaway by probably 2026, early 2026. This does look higher than others, to be fair, but each to their own. It's every 10 days and it's more frequent, so just be mindful of that. And this is evidence, when it started, so we're already July, so we're still in year one, so it would appear that they are on course, being at 47%, so I thought that was important to cover. So let's get on to the price. I've compared it to Render. As we all know, Render give us a good metric, maybe, and it did with 35x when being compared to that. I'm not going to do the all-time high because there's not much difference on this particular one. So that was my first port of call. Then I had a look here. So according to what we've already covered, about 8 billion would be out. So that's that metric. And then we've got to see how far we think this can go. Okay, so let's just for shits and giggles, just take it to $1 billion. What's $1 billion do? It's only a 29x. Bearing in mind it's at 43, so that's like 20 times the market cap. Now of course dominance comes into play, doesn't it? Of course it does. But where are we actually thinking how far this is going to go? 2 billion? I can't see it. I can't see it going to 2 billion. I really can't. I'd like it to. I really would. But yeah, I mean, let's be right. AI is right up there with the narratives, along with GameFi, and I do think it's going to be big. And this could get some more coverage, and it could really moon. But people calling it for 1,000x need to give themselves a head wobble. I think they're dreaming. For me, I think it's got potential. I stress potential of 50. I think we've already missed. If you're getting down here, then of course, yeah, 100x is on. But we're here now. That's a rough guess. I haven't worked the calculations out, but there's a big difference. So your multipliers have decreased, but this doesn't mean that this isn't a good project to get into. My conclusion on it is I really love what they're looking to achieve. I do. I think it's one of, if not the most exciting one I've come across yet, although to be fair I've not looked at loads so far on this channel, but I really do like it. I like what they're about. It can be great when they've got all the other bits sorted, the covering of the funds, but it is a new project, so this is to be expected, so I'm not going to be harsh on it. I really do think it's got potential, but I just don't see it giving the massive gains. But it's one of those, isn't it? It's one that could be pleasantly surprised. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think I've been harsh on the price? If not, and please do enlighten and explain, given what I've just presented to you, because to get to 1 billion, it's still 20 times from here. So, but then dominance could come into play and it could shoot it. So we will see. Anyway, I'm going to get off because I've got another one to get out to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this one. Cheers. Bye.